Episode of Amputee Outdoors. I'm your host Glenn, and today we're doing some car camping. This is a good time for me to experiment with a food cooking method that I've been wanting to try. Now, I've tried a few other ways of cooking up meals and trying to get away from the freeze-dried stuff, and I've had some good success, I've had some absolute failures, so I'm kind of doing a compromise now. So what I've done is this. I got myself a freeze-dried meal. I won't mention the brand, but it's the one that it goes up very, very steep hills and there's a home at the top. Anyway, what I did, if you look at those, you'll see it has 2 to 2.5 servings, which I've eaten before. It's like, my gosh, I'm overstuffed here. This was way too much food, and it's also way too much sodium. I can pretty much feel my heart beating a mile a minute after eating one of those. So what I've done, I've taken one of those bags and split it between 2 Ziploc bags. This is my lunch. I split it between 2 bags, 50% in one, 50% in the other, and then I filled it up with about 1/3 of a cup of couscous and about 1/3 of a cup of potato flakes. Okay, so this kind of fills it up some more. The couscous has got some good protein in it, and also the potato flakes, they soak up a lot of the water that sometimes I put too much in, right? You end up with soup more than a meal. So I'm going to cook this up, see how it turns out, and give you a review. And maybe I can recommend this to you as a way to kind of save a few bucks, so you can buy one meal and get one of those freeze-dried meals and get 2 meals out of it, and also maybe cut down some of the sodium in there as well. All right, so let me get this started. I'm going to get my pot ready, and then I'll get it cooking, and then I'll give you a review of how it tastes. All right, so hang tight. All right, so the water got to a boil, and what I've done, I poured the water into a freezer 1-gallon bag. Okay, don't use anything other than freezer 1-gallon bags. Those other bags, they're 1 gallon, but they're not freezer bags, and they will melt in the boiling water that's applied to them. Okay, I put it in here with my meal. Put it into this pouch that I made that, as you can see, is an example of extremely high quality engineering. You can tell because of the duct tape. This is reflectix. I use this for my pad underneath in my hammock to keep myself warm, so the convection doesn't take away the heat. It reflects back about 98% of the temperature. What this means is that this food will rehydrate and stay warm. In the wintertime especially, this is really important because those freeze-dried bags that you can get, they go cold fast, really fast. And you know, when it's cold, you want a hot meal. This helps me keep a nice hot meal. I'm going to keep it in this bag, and I've got my nice big long spoon here to eat it up, and some water to drink. And so in about 10 minutes, this should be well and ready, and I'll be able to enjoy myself some lunch. All right, hang tight, and then when it's ready, I'll let you know how it tastes, okay? All right. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, so we'll see how this has turned out, okay? I just leave everything in the bag. That way when I'm done, I just toss the bag in the garbage. All right. So this is supposed to be chicken and dumplings with couscous and extra mashed potatoes. Actually, it's pretty good. The dumplings aren't quite dumplingy. They're a little hard. I probably should have put in a little bit more water. So I'll know that for next time. That's one of the things with doing camping food. A lot of times you're experimenting, see what works. When you're doing car camping, it's an easy thing to do. When you're out camping, you've gone out into the woods for a few days, you're stuck with what you're stuck with. At least when you're car camping, you can hop in the car and go drive someplace and, you know, maybe get something else to eat. But this isn't bad. This turned out pretty good. So I'm going to give this a thumbs up, and I'll probably use this technique again, only next time a little bit more water. So that was half a bag of something like, one of those refried meals, 1/3 of a cup of potato flakes, 1/3 of a cup of couscous. You can be throwing some seasoning if you like, and if you like your peppers and stuff like that, toss that in there too, go for it. But this way you kind of cut down the amount of money you're spending on the food, and also cut down some of that sodium. And especially for those of us that are a little bit older, that's always a good thing to do. All right, so this is Glenn from Amputee Outdoors. I hope you've liked this little snippet on my camping meal. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you have your suggestions about foods you like to cook up when you're camping and ways you've saved some money doing it, I'd like to hear about them. Put them in the suggestions down there. All right, take care. Hope to see you out on the trail.